I have a very funny story to tell you guys today. And the reason I bring this up is because it's happened to me before in the past. Now, it almost happened today. I almost pooped my pants while working out. So, a little precursor before I get into the story. Today, I really wanted to squat heavy. I saw that clip of mine from a few days ago where I squatted 345 pounds for, I think I did it for 5. I thought to myself, why don't I try and do 365 for 3? I thought that's a good step in the right direction. That'll be fun. I felt okay today. Warming up, I actually had a hard time deciding whether I was going to actually do it because I just couldn't get warm. My knee was a little sore. I just wasn't, I was feeling tight. I wasn't feeling too hot. And after the last couple of days, that's expected. I've been going pretty hard. But I almost crapped my pants. Now, going into the lift today was really busy. I only had this little amount of time in the day to upload. Today was just jam packed with things to do. I had a meeting in the morning, then I had a meeting in the afternoon, then I had to go run around town, go into the bank, yada, yada, yada. Boring adult stuff. But like I said, going into this workout here, my knee was tight, and I had not, at this point, the only thing I had in me was a bottle of water and a cup of coffee. So I had, and it's probably 11:30. I had stomach issues. My stomach was rumbling. I was not feeling good. And then I built up to 275 pounds. And then my buddy called me for about 25 minutes. So because he called, I kind of lost my mojo. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy to talk to him, but when I went in to do 275, I was like, oh shoot! It was like I had almost just started, but I pressed on. I thought I can do it, but I actually went inside in between one of the sets later in the video because I thought I was gonna crap my pants. Now I have the verse of the day coming up. It's the last chapter of Philippians. Then we'll be moving on. But this was a great verse, and then I will continue with my pooping pants story from high school, which unfortunately was a lot more common in my life than it should have been. Aside from that, we have Philippians 4:6. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Now, Philippians 4 is jam packed with some fire, so definitely read it. But that was a verse that stood out to me today. So I went to a very militant like high school. Now, my high school was a public school, but the sports I did, all the head coaches were very military esque, very intense. 6A school in Oregon. I mean, very, very intense. Our pride of the school was our sports. So, that being said, you can imagine it was very militant. We all had to have buzzed heads, or at least shorter hair. We all had to have white socks, the same colored shorts and shirts, and nothing out of the ordinary. No talking during the weight room. And how it worked in the weight room is from 8th grade up until our senior year, we have something called zero period. It started before school, and it was the JV and freshman people would go outside, and the varsity people would go inside and lift, and we would alternate every day, Monday through Friday. Now, I think it was my sophomore year, so I swung on varsity that year during the playoffs, but this was the regular season. It was a morning, and how our weight room setup was, we had, I think, 5 or 6 clean or deadlift platforms where we would do clean. Then a little bit in front of those, we had 5 or 6 bench press stations. And a little bit in front of those, we had 5 or 6 squat racks. So you get assigned a group of 3 or 4 people, depending on your position and your weight and your strength. And that is your group for the entire year. And it stays basically the same throughout the entirety of our high school football days. Now, this being the year that I swung to varsity, my group did change. So the group I was with, I remember I was with Hunter Bratton, Tucker Reneker, and Anthony Rodriguez. Now, how it worked is we would always do a warm-up set on everything first. So we'd come in dead silent. Coach Jay would blow his whistle, and we'd all rotate stations. We'd rotate stations, and then we would start our working sets. So we'd have this day, for example, we started at the clean station. We warmed up. We went to bench, warmed up. We went to squat, warmed up, and then we started with squat, our working sets. We moved to clean, our working sets. Then we moved to bench, our working sets, and then we went and showered and went to class. So that's about 6:30 in the morning, 6:45 in the morning, right? We are on the first warm-up of the day. I'm talking weight is getting put on the bar. It's no joke. We had a 45, I think, on the bar. It's 135 pounds. We're adding a 10. And I'm holding up the bar I'm holding up one of the sides while Hunter is holding up the bar. And I think to myself, I've kind of got a fart. And my butt was kind of by his head. And Hunter's a prankster. I mean, he was always just being funny and pulling pranks. And I thought, I'm going to try and fart close to his head. So I fart, I'm kind of bent over. And then when I stand up, and this sounds so rank, but it sticks to me, I'm like, I just crapped my pants. I just crapped my pants. I look at Hunter and Rod Saw and Tucker. I'm like, guys, I just crapped my pants. And mind you, this is a very, very strict environment. I mean, it goes to show how strict it was. I literally had poop in my pants in the beginning of the workout. And I went through the entire warm-up sets, entire working sets without saying a thing. I didn't say anything because I was too scared. I mean, that's just how we were. So I crapped my pants on the first warm-up set of cleans. Now we go over to bench to do our warm-up bench. I'm laying on the bench in my crap. Then we go over to squat to do the warm-up, and they all made me go last in squat because when I went down and my compression shorts kind of stretched, the smell was horrendous. So they made me go last. I took really slow reps because, we get yelled at. If we weren't doing what we were supposed to do, you get yelled at, you get harped on. People have gotten kicked off the team for being late to practice. People have been kicked off the team for not wearing the right socks. It was a very, very strict environment. So I went through this entire workout with crap in my pants from warm-up set 1 until the end of the working set 3. Poop was in my pants. And I know that sounds so rank to probably most of you, but I literally crapped my pants. And today when I was working out, I had a similar feeling. I had a little stomach feeling, and that's why I think it was after that set I just did there. I did 325 there. I think it was after that set. I loaded the weight of 365, and I went inside and I tried to go poop because I had that same feeling I had when I tried to fart and prank Hunter. Now, I went inside, nothing happened, and I talked to my wife a little, and I said, I just got one more set. I was going to shoot for 3, but, I just talked to my buddy on the phone. I'm not feeling super warm. My knee's a little tight, and frankly, my stomach is doing some wonders right now. But I prevailed. I told her, I said, I'll probably just go do 1. But when you get under the weight and you're like, all right, this is tough, but it feels good. And you're like, let's just do this thing. So you'll see here, I actually was able to squeeze out 3 reps of 365, which I think ties my 3-rep PR. I have a video of me freshman year of college doing this same weight for the same amount of reps, but I was wearing a weight belt and I didn't go that deep. The quality of these reps was way higher than what I did a few years back. So I'm pretty thrilled with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that story about me crapping my pants. I know that's probably not what you expected to hear today. I usually talk about life and what's going on, but that's kind of what's going on. And I have plenty of stories of me pooping my pants. Now, I know that's probably not something you all want to hear about, but if you do, let me know. I will continue to talk about it. I've got at least 2 other stories I can talk about where I crap my pants. I'm happy with this set. I'm not happy with what my knees did. My knees kind of curved in. But it's heavyweight. Getting somewhere in this world. it'll be fine. Well, guys, God bless you. I hope you enjoy the story today. I know it's stupid, but let me know what you want to hear, and I will talk. I'm a good talker. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow.